Hello guys and welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be making my predictions for game week 45 of the 25-26 EFL Championship season. Only 2 games left for most sides now, apart from Ipswich. They've got 3. But yeah, before we start, let's see how I did in the midweek. I got no scorelines bang on, but I got 7 outcomes correct, so that is 7 points, taking my season total up to 330. And this is how the table looks with 2 game weeks to go. And without further ado, let's predict this weekend. And we're going to start with tonight's match, kind of a big match, or it could have been. It's Leicester City against Millwall, and well, Leicester are they've been relegated in the midweek with a 2-2 draw against Hull. They went, 2 goals up? Not 2 goals up, but they went a goal up, and then Hull found an equaliser in the midweek. I don't really know if the players want to be there now. I don't think Leicester really have much to play for now. And Millwall have a lot to play for. They're still in this top 2 race. And I think they might actually get the 3 points over the line here. I'm going to back Millwall to win 2-1. I think Leicester just don't have that much to play for. And Millwall are on, solid form, and they're in the top 2 race. So I'm going 2-1 Millwall. They've got Leicester and Oxford, which are easy games as well at the end of the season, easy-ish. And then we go on to tomorrow's early kickoffs, 12:30. It's Charlton Athletic against Hull City. This is a big match with big permutations. Hull actually slipped down to 7th in the table. They've been leapfrogged by Wrexham into the playoffs with that 2-2 draw against Leicester over the midweek, and Charlton are the only side above the drop zone that are not yet mathematically safe. A point would secure that for them, regardless of what Oxford do. I think I've got to back them. Neither side have been prolific in form recently, but I think they might both settle for a draw here. Well, not necessarily settle, it would be a much better result for Charlton, but I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I'm going to sit on the fence. I don't know who Hull's got on the final day, but I'm going to back Charlton to survive here with a 1-1 draw. Next up, we've got Middlesbrough against Watford in... this is an interesting match. Middlesbrough have been quietly getting on to good form again recently. They got, a 1-0 win? Let's see, was it? The 1-0 win against Sheffield Wednesday. Very narrow victory in the midweek. And Watford, I think it's something like 1 point in the last 9. Well, maybe not that bad a form, but they're in pretty bad form. And I think Borough will just edge this, because Watford, they're on the beach. They really don't have a lot to play for. Borough can still mathematically make the top 2. Albeit I think they are preparing for playoffs now. But I think Borough, with the home advantage, might just snatch it. They haven't been scoring boatloads of goals recently, so I'll back Borough to edge it 1-0. I think it's going to be very close, but I think Borough ultimately get the crucial 3 points. 1-0 Borough. Next up, we've got maybe game of the week in the Championship. It's West Brom against Ipswich Town. But the thing is, West Brom are now officially safe, mathematically safe in the Championship for another season, albeit they do have some PSR breach that could come into play, and they could be hit with something like a 6-point deduction. May well be next season now, surely. They won't be that cruel and give them a points deduction now. Now that they've survived. I think the thing is, West Brom are in good form, but I think so long as they're safe, they don't have a lot to play for. Ipswich do. They're currently second. They're still in this top 2 race, of course. Level on points with Millwall. I think they might actually get the 3 points here. I'm going to back the Tractor Boys for the win here. This could be foolish, I know. I'm going to back Ipswich just. I think it could be close, and it wouldn't surprise me if West Brom got something here. But I'm going to back Ipswich to edge it 2-1. They need maybe about 4 points in these final 3 for them to mathematically make the top 2. It depends on what Millwall does, but I think Ipswich will get the 3 points over the line here. 2-1 Ipswich, but I do think West Brom might get the win on the final week. 2-1 Ipswich. And then we move on to tomorrow's 3 p.m. kickoffs. It is QPR against Derby County in a battle of, well, QPR are very much mid-table now. They're on the beach. Derby can still make the top 6. They are in 8th place currently, and weirdly enough, they're on this weird run of form right now. It's win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1. They lost their last match, and I do think this might be a win, given the context of Derby still being in this playoff discussion for now, depending on other results this weekend. QPR are on the beach. They are pretty much safe. They're just pretty stagnant in the table right now. But I think Derby might get the win. It wouldn't surprise me if this was a draw, but I'm going to back the Rams to win 2-1. I'll give QPR a goal, but I think Derby will get the 3 points. 2-1 Derby. Next up, we've got Sheffield United against Preston North End in, another battle of 2 sides pretty much going nowhere in the table. Preston are 16th, Sheffield United are 14th in the table. I do think Chris Wilder and the boys are looking to push on for at least playoffs next season, but the form's not great for either of these sides, let's be honest. Sheffield United losing 3-1 to Blackburn in midweek, seeing as we're not talking about Blackburn this week, because they had their game against Southampton a week or so ago. They are safe, so congratulations Blackburn and any Blackburn fans out there. But with this one, I do see Sheffield United maybe snatching the 3 points here. I'll back the Blades to edge it 2-1. I know it's boring, me predicting the same scorelines, but I think it might be a 2-1 Blades win. Preston have been there or thereabouts in results recently, but they haven't been inspiring, overly so I'm going to back the Blades 2-1 to go back to winning ways against that, after that defeat to Blackburn at home. Next up, we've got Birmingham City against Bristol City in another game of beach ball here. Let's be honest. Neither side really have a lot to play for. I think both sides are looking at next season now. Birmingham, I do tend to like at St Andrews more. They have been getting results over the line a bit more frequently recently. And Bristol City was the 2-2 draw against Southampton to end our winning run. In the midweek, I was at the match, But I tell you what, they weren't that convincing. Neither side were. I think a draw may well have been the most fair result, but I mean, they kept like passing the ball to each other. They weren't doing too much with it, but they are leaky. Both sides are pretty open in defence. So I think I'm going to go for goals because it's not much to play for here. Both sides can play with freedom. I'll go for a Desmond, a 2-2 draw on this one. I think, like I said, not really much to play for, so I think both sides will go for it in goals and concede a couple. 2-2 and a point apiece. Next up, we've got Oxford United against Sheffield Wednesday, a game that, well, quite a bit earlier in the season you might have looked at and thought that could be, come the penultimate day, this could be a big match in the relegation battle. Not so much now. Sheffield Wednesday are down. They've been down for a few months now, really. It's been a really tricky season for them. And as for Oxford, they are still mathematically in this hunt. They've won 44 points. They're 6 behind Charlton with 6 still to go. I think this game is quite nice for Oxford and Matt Bloomfield. I do think that Sheffield Wednesday have been a lot more competitive in the last month or so. And it wouldn't surprise me if they came here and got a result, maybe a draw, but Oxford with a lot more to play for, regardless. I mean, by the time they play, they'll know the outcome of the Charlton whole game and they may well be relegated anyway. But I think Oxford will get the win here. Matt Bloomfield quite likes clean sheets. I mean, after that run of 3 straight wins about a month or so ago, they've fallen off with maybe a couple draws, a couple defeats. I think they will get back on the horse and win 2-0. I could see Sheffield Wednesday maybe getting a goal from this, but I'm going a clean sheet. 2-0 to the U's. Next up, we've got Norwich City against Swansea City in, well, again, another match that doesn't have a lot riding on it. Norwich are currently 9th. They are the final team that can still mathematically make the playoffs, but they'd have to win both of their remaining games with, a lot of the sides in front of them not winning, so that's not very realistic. Swansea are currently in mid-table somewhere, around 14th, I think, still. You can see the table at the very beginning of the video, but I think this is tricky because I do prefer Swansea at the Swansea.com stadium, and at Carrow Road I do like Norwich. I still can't forget that 4-2 victory they had over Bristol City a couple of weeks ago. Or last weekend. But I think Norwich will get the 3 points here. I don't think it will account to much, but I will back the Canaries to win 2-1. I'll give the Swans a goal, but ultimately I think Norwich will get the 3 points over the line here. 2-1 to the Canaries. Next up, we've got Stoke City against Portsmouth in, well, this is another, pretty meh-ish match. It doesn't have a lot riding on it either at this stage of the season because Portsmouth have survived despite losing 5-1 to now champions Coventry over midweek. Stoke are on very poor form, it must be said. They think they're the side that's got like 1 point in the last 9 matches or so. It's been a very bad run of form for them. Portsmouth have been popping up with quite a few results recently. I think before that Coventry defeat, they had 3 wins on the bounce here. This game is one that could go either way because Portsmouth don't have much to play for either now, but I think they might show up and get the win. know it's boring, but I'm going to go the same scoreline again. Portsmouth win 2-1. I think, I'm not even confident necessarily on Stoke scoring a goal in this one, but I will give them a goal from somewhere, I don't know where. But ultimately, I think Pompey get 3 points, 2-1. And then finally we go to Sunday's match, 12 p.m. kickoff. It is Coventry City against Wrexham in a big game, this. Well, I mean, it's not really big for Coventry. They've already been promoted. They've won the title in midweek as well. Wrexham are actually up in 6th place. They are in the playoffs again now. They've leapfrogged Hull into it, who have been on very poor form. I think this game is going to have goals in it. I mean, that's famous last words, but I do think there will be goals in this game. And I think it could be a very high-scoring draw. But I think, seeing as it is at the CBS and Coventry may well be in party mode, it depends on which way this, how much they've celebrated, but I think Coventry might just get the win here. I back Cov to win 3-2. I think it'll be very, very open, a very open game, but I think Coventry just get the 3 points. Take them up to like 92 or 95. I think they've had a very good season, and ultimately I think Coventry will get another win, and Wrexham will have to, they've got Coventry now and then Middlesbrough next week. I think that's a fairly winnable game, and they'll have to try and win that next weekend. But I'm going to back Cov 3-2. And there you have it, guys. All 11 of this weekend's matches predicted. Make sure to let me know your predictions in the comments down below. I'd love to hear them. We'll be back early next week to predict the final set of matches. And I'll see you all in the next one.